Hello students, welcome back to our economics class. In the previous class, we have discussed part 1 of types of internal and external economies. So in the last class, we have discussed the introduction. Then we have also discussed what is the definition of internal economies. Then we have also discussed various types of internal economies. Hope you have remember all those types of internal economies. What are those? First is technical economies, marketing economies, managerial economies, risk bearing economies, research and development economies. So these are the various types of internal economies which we have discussed earlier in the previous class. So what we are going to discuss today is obviously external economies, as internal economies concept is completed. So let us start what is external economies, then we'll know what are the various types of external economies. Let us see what is the introduction. Whenever a firm expands its output, whenever a firm expands its output, it gets certain advantages which are nothing but such kind of advantages are called as external economies. So yesterday I have also explained to you what is the difference between firm and an industry. Firm is a part of industry, alright, and I have also explained you what are the raw materials and inputs, and after manufacturing those raw materials you are converting it into a final product that is called as output. So I have also given you an example of markers, 2 cartons of markers. I am manufacturing now 5 cartons of markers. In the same way you can just come up with various examples, not only about markers, any of the good which you find near to you. You can manufacture those products. In how much quantity you want, you can manufacture. But the condition here is whenever a firm expands its output, whenever a firm expands its output, it is going to get certain advantages. That advantages are called as external economies. Like for example, on roadside you might find various stalls, alright, like morning tiffin centers will be there, am I right? Imagine that you have started a new tiffin center on roadside, okay, like on a bandi type, it is having 4 wheels. In a small scale you have started your business. So in the initial stages you are not getting good rate of customers, but slowly as the days passed, customers liked your quality as well as the quantity which you are serving at a good price, reasonable price. So customers started emerging to your the tiffin center. Then slowly your business have expanded. You have kept in place of one tiffin center, you have started 2 tiffin centers. Even though the chairs were not sufficient and the customers day by day were increasing, then your business was on small scale. Now you have increased it to 2 tiffin centers, but now still customers are going on coming. So now you need to increase the quantity which you need to produce, because demand is more, so supply must also be increased. If previously you used to get 1 kg of atta, now you require 2 kgs. If customers are more and more increasing, in place of 2 kgs you need to keep 4 kgs. In the same way, as the days passed on, the customers are going on coming to your tiffin center, okay, because of your quality and quantity. You got a good name and fame in the area, and now you have started a restaurant. Alright, you have started a restaurant, a hotel. Now, will you produce in the same quantity? No. Now, your quantity of output is increased. So, whenever a firm expands its output, it is going to get certain advantages. That advantages are considered as external economies. So, external economies are divided into 4 types. What are those? Infrastructure economies, information economies, specialized economies, and research economies. Economies term is same. What are the words changing? Infrastructure, information, specialization, and research. Let us see the first type of external economy, that is infrastructure economies. When all firms are concentrated at one place. Concentrated means, for example, there are 2 classes. Okay, let us assume there is class A and class B. In class A, there are 50 benches but only 20 students. In class A, there are 50 benches but only 20 students. In class B, there are same 50 benches but 50 students. So, where the number of students are more? Class B, because here there are 50 students, here there are 20 students. So, which class is concentrated by students? Class B, because there are more number of students in one class. Now, you got to know what is the meaning of concentration. Concentration is of 2 types. First is this concentration. You are attending my economics class with all of your concentration. This is the first meaning. Second is where the number of quantity of any good or any person is more, that is called as concentration. So, in class B there are 50 students and 50 benches. And in class A you are having only 20 students but 50 benches. So, which class is more concentrated by students? Class B. Now, in the same way, let us take the example of firms. So, the condition here is all firms are concentrated at one place. All firms are concentrated at one place. They will get advantages in the form of skilled labor. Alright, they are at only one place, they are not at different places. So, there is easy availability of skilled workers. Then second, better opportunity. Everyone will get equal opportunity and good opportunities to improve your product and earn more surplus and profits. Then third, credit facilities. Credit, I have said number of times, credit is nothing but a type of loan. Alright, borrowing money and repaying it after a certain point of time. So, you are getting the advantage of easy credit facility, easy availability of credit facilities you are getting. So, banks and financial institutions are easily accepting your proposal and they are providing you loans. Why? Because all of your firms are concentrated at one place. Then next, insurance, electricity, raw material. So, these are all what? Infrastructure, skill, labor, opportunity, credit facility, insurance, electricity, raw material. All these things come under infrastructure. So, what advantage an external economy is getting? When all firms are concentrated at one place, it is getting an advantage of infrastructure. Because of this reason, it is termed as infrastructure economies. Alright, when all firms are concentrated at one place, they are getting advantages of infrastructure. So, we term it as infrastructure economies. Coming to second one, information economies. When all firms are at a particular area, deal with the same good. Alright. For example, this area, alright, Santosh Nagar area is having only one good. The whole area is producing only one good, and the other area, like example, let us take it as Saidabad, okay, that is producing some another product. Let us take the example of one more place. Let us take the example of Charminar. It is producing some other good. Alright, so these three places are not producing the same good. A particular area is concerned with a particular good only, producing of particular good. So it will be convenient for a customer to come at a particular place and buy the product. Alright. Information can be easily shared about the raw material. When all the firms are in the same area, like different firms are there in same area, then information can be easily shared. Am I right or not? Like when students sit in a class, if they have any doubt, they can consult with their friends in surroundings. So information is easily shared among different students. If I make one student to sit in one class and other student to sit in one class and third student to sit in third class, then it will be very difficult to share my information. Like for example, when a teacher teaches some topic in front, all the students are sitting at the same area, same place. Okay, it's not like 50 students are there, so each student is sitting in one class, 50 students are sitting in 50 classes. Is it possible? No. 50 students, if they sit in one class, information can be easily shared. Now imagine the students as firms. So all firms are at a particular area, they deal with the same good, then the information can be easily shared about the raw material as well as the skilled labor. So this is termed as information technology. As I said, information can be easily shared. Because of this reason, we are terming it as information technologies. What is the first type of economy? Infrastructure economy. The second type of economy, information economy. Let us see the third one, specialization economies. Every firm is split into different parts and each firm take up one part of producing. Is it right or not? For example, which subject I take for you? I take economics subject. Alright. And a particular other lecturer will take an other subject for you. And particular next lecturer will take English for you. Next lecturer will be taking commerce for you. So for every subject there is a particular one person who is specialized in it. For example, if you ask me to teach commerce, accountancy, English, Sanskrit, Arabic, then will I be specialized in one thing? No. I might explain you good but not best. Alright. So if you want a person to be best or any producer to produce the best commodities, then he must divide the work and every person must be busy, will be getting busy in manufacturing that same product. For example, imagine that we got a task, okay, to cook biryani for 100 people, and for assisting me I have some 50 students. Now what I do, first I'll ask the students, you are good at cutting off, and who are good at peeling off, then who are good at frying, who are good at mixing the vegetables, different spices, chilies, salt, etc. Then I'll ask others who are good at slicing. Then I'll ask the next who are good at garnishing and decoration, etc. Now once I got to know about them, I'll allot certain work. Like this team of 10 members must be busy in cutting of vegetables only, to cut the vegetables only, and the next team to just peel off the vegetables. Alright, so when I give only one work to one team, they'll have full concentration in doing that one work, and slowly they'll be getting specialized in that activity. That is nothing but specialization. In the same way, each firm is split into different parts, and that each firm will take up only one part of producing. The activity will be divided into different parts. One team will be doing only one work. So in this manner they get specialized, hence it results in specialization. Coming to last and fourth point, research economies. Till now we have discussed three types: information, infrastructure and specialized economy. The last one is research economies. Collective research of all firms for the products of new technology. Means all the firms are having collective research. Means everyone is having research on what? On new products and new technologies. So this will help them to reduce the expenditure. Like obviously when you do research on something, you can reduce the expenditure on so and so thing, right? So here you are getting the advantages, you are reducing your expenses, and whatever the fruits of research are there, that can be enjoyed by all. Fruits in the sense, these are not the fruits and vegetable. Fruits of research means the results of the research can be enjoyed by all the firms. So this is the reason it is called as research economies. The third one is specialization economies. Second is information economies, and that's first one is infrastructure economies. External economies are divided into how many types? 4 types: infrastructure, information, then specialization and research. So this topic is completed. You have types of internal economies and types of external economies. Very important topic. Just write it in your notebook. Try to by heart it and write it without seeing in your practice notebooks, and try to read the same topic for 3 to 4 and 5 times until and unless you become perfect. Never close the book. Don't close the book until and unless you got the answer, you got this topic without seeing. So see you in the next classes with some more interesting topics. Till that, stay healthy, stay home and keep practicing.